Oh my God, it's so hot in here. I'm sweating through my nightie. If only I had a big, strong air conditioner repairman to come defrost these pipes. Who's that?
Hey, I'm here to fix your AC.
Oh, thank you so much. I was getting so hot and wet.
Yeah, I can tell. I think I'm feeling pretty hot and wet in here too.
Do you think that you can heat... Do you think that you can heat my coils?
Yeah, let me just take out my tool.
Oh, is it a big one?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
What do you use it for?
For for clearing out pipes, like plumbing.
Oh, but it's my air conditioner that needs to be fixed.
Oh, but there's plumbing stuff in air conditioning too, I think.
Is it really? That's interesting.
Yeah, there's like a drain line you have to put some vinegar in from time to time. It's like keeps it from backflowing into your drain pan. And then that's what sometimes causes like overflow, like leaks and puddles and stuff in your house.
I'm overflowing right now.
Yeah, so also you have to like apply suction sometimes to the
My favorite.
drain line.
That's fascinating. I wonder who came up with all these brilliant machines.
I don't know. It would be so cool is like if somebody out there like really went over like how these things all came to be.
Like maybe gave us a rundown on the history of refrigeration.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Who could that be?
Hey, I'm Patrick Wall,
Hey, I'm Riley Bowen.
and we're Delete Everything Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Fucking stupid. That was so dumb. Fuck.
I love to learn.
Oh, God, we're the worst. Welcome back, everybody, to Delete Everything Podcast. I don't have an opening metaphor today because my brain's broken. We've been in the studio for a long time today. I'm your host, Patrick Wall, and with me, as always, my co-host,
Riley Bowen.
And with us today, we have a guest that we just talk about all the time, and we dog him constantly, and today he's here to prove us right. Brian Velez is in the studio with us today.
I was never here.
Brian.
Firstly, thank you to anybody who left us any ratings, reviews, YouTube stuff, Apple Podcast stuff, Spotify comments, all that good shit. We appreciate that more than you know. If you have not done that yet, please get on and do that for us. It is crucial to our success, and we like success. And if you like the show, you should like our success. So do it.
Yeah, whoever left that dope comment on the History of History on YouTube said that we were an undiscovered gem. Fucking kudos, bro.
Sour pickle peppers or something like that. I can't remember.
I can't
remember their username.
Sour pickle peppers.
On top of that, if you have not yet, follow us on Instagram at Delete Everything Podcast. You will find photos of this episode and all of our previous episodes and all of our future episodes on there, plus some extra little videos and tidbits. We drop tidbits from time to time, not too much, but sometimes. What else we got? Oh, if you haven't been on our YouTube in a while, we've got some fun stuff on there too.
There's some funny stuff on there. I had actually never been on the YouTube until like yesterday. And I saw that
fucking diva. He's such a diva.
I'm fucking driving all the time. You know, when I get time to look at a screen, I want there to be titties on it.
Fair. Okay.
While you're driving?
No, I don't look at a screen while I drive. I listen to soundtracks from pornography.
It's like the spooky Halloween records.
It's just
Spooky Halloween
Oh
records.
boy. Moving past that, if you have not yet,
This isn't a Patreon episode.
you owe yourself a treat, and you should join us on Patreon. Patreon.com/Delete Everything Podcast. We've got, at this point, we've got to be nearly 50 episodes, bonus episodes in.
Bonus episodes.
These are all episodes that you haven't heard, with the exception of a couple that we've dropped as
Yeah, Brian gave me the nod on boners episodes.
Yeah, especially
That's
this last
fucking
one.
branding, baby. Can we change that on the? Can we fucking put that on the Patreon? Can we just call them boners?
I tried. He won't let me.
Fuck.
whatever. I don't care. If I'm outvoted, then I'm outvoted. Get over it.
You know what? Fucking who's that guy? Stavros.
You're
What's
outvoted.
his name from Cumtown?
Alkius.
Okay, that guy just watched a movie that guy stars in.
Yeah.
Right, and he's a guy that would have fucking had boners episodes on his Patreon. Their Patreon made $1 million a fucking month.
That's insane.
I looked it up on a statistics thing.
I mean, he put in the work.
Anyway,
movie
you
was pretty good, though.
guys should join us on Patreon. Can I get through the goddamn intro?
Oh my god. Guys, this is the kind of episode it's going to be here.
This guy blows the intro.
I'm Patrick.
You know what? Fuck it.
Can we please be professional?
Nope. Don't want to anymore. Okay, start the episode.
Listen, we already have one YouTube comment that says we're getting Gem.
We've done it. We don't need to do it anymore.
We're in the money.
From now on, we're just going to start the episode. Fuck the intro.
Okay, listen. This is an important episode for multiple reasons. One is a topic near and dear to my heart. All right, and I'm not joking.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a backstory.
Okay.
All right. One thing that's really important, I think, is that we've done some very complicated, convoluted topics over the past year.
Yeah, you don't
Right?
say.
Yeah, I fucking say, okay? You heard me say it. We've done some very complicated, convoluted topics that require so much research, and it's, very rarely, if ever, do we do straightforward historical rundowns. Okay?
Yeah.
We did the history of history. That was about as close as we get to a straightforward historical rundown, and it was more. We were talking about
Insanely convoluted.
Insanely convoluted, very complicated.
Yeah.
Topic. Went in all sorts of directions, right?
Uh-huh.
This one is fucking A, B, C, D. Easy.
Okay.
There's first just cold, then there's the sun, and then there's warmth. And then man goes, hey, I would like some cold. So then they invent cold again. That's it. It's the whole story. I just told you the whole fucking episode.
I
Right?
have fermented this mammal's milk, and I do not prefer it to be warm.
Yes. I've clarified the milk of the elk, and I need it on a big clear cube. Okay, so the backstory here is I was a craft cocktail bartender for many years, as Brian is as well, and Patrick also a bartender. Not a fancy douchebag bartender like us.
Nope.
But
No, just a divey douchebag.
but he made way more money than we ever did doing it.
Yep.
So so it's all fair. But for a decade, I was obsessed with fucking cocktail stuff. Like I read all the books, I wore all the stuff, I did all the competitions. I went crazy at some points and fucking made.
Well, I just brushed up on round building just a few months back. I read round building again.
What's round building?
It's about how to properly build your cocktail rounds.
Oh right, okay.
What the perfect temperature of your stemware, straight up cocktail is going to be. And
Right.
how long it takes to die and all that bullshit.
That is good stuff that I actually don't remember any of. But for a long time, I was super obsessed, and I went through a phase where I was really obsessed with icecraft, right? And I would build these little fucking devices where I'd have a Cambro you fill with water, and then I would put a foam sleeve over top of it so that it would freeze in the freezer from the bottom up and push out all the imperfections, so that I could fucking ice carve and make little diamonds and shit like that. I got super into the shit, right? Mm-hmm. And then one night, this is a true story, I had a dream. I had a dream that I was stranded on a deserted island, and I built a world-class cocktail bar, complete with monkey butlers, wearing little tuxedos.
Oh, of course.
Of course. How else are you going to get your highball, And I had all the ingredients. I fermented my own booze, coconut this and hibiscus that and all the different flowers and all sorts of jazz. I made spirits out of grass and seaweed. And then one day, a ship shows up finally, and I'm there, insane, obviously, Tom Hanks in it, but, also wearing a simulacrum of what would be a tuxedo sort of thing. We're like, what can I get you gents? And they order their drinks, and I give it to them, and they all take a drink. They spit it out, and they're like, "Oh, this is warm." And I wake up in a cold sweat, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, oh fuck!" And I pull out my computer and I start tapping. And my wife wakes up, and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's 4 a.m. I was like, "No, I've got to figure out how to make ice without electricity. It's a true story. It absolutely is. And I spent the next few weeks researching the fuck out of ice, where it comes from, how long it's been actively used in society.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now I know why you wanted to do this, because whenever you brought this up months ago, I was like, what?
Yeah,
Why?
it's a convoluted backstory. And over the development of my relationship with this item, I've realized ice is the enemy. Fuck ice. So today we're going to investigate a couple of reasons. One, that ice is bad.
Mm-hmm.
And two, how to make it. And three, how the industrialization of our society has led to the superfluous nature of refrigeration all across the board. Whether it be automated ice for drinks, whether it be air conditioning, even just like, general cooling and combustion motors, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you ready?
I mean,
I don't know that you're going to get most people on board with
to the point.
fuck air conditioning and
No.
refrigeration?
I'm not
No,
saying
but
fuck air conditioning or fuck refrigeration.
Okay.
But I agree, it's a little overused. Like, you know how many people don't realize you don't have to refrigerate eggs?
It's true. It's
That is
wildly
true.
overused. Yeah. And for the
People won't believe.
majority of human history, there was no real such thing as refrigeration. It would just be the blocking of the sun's radiation. That's all you'd get. Hey, put it over some stuff. That's about as cold as you're going to get.
Dig down
things.
deep and throw it in there.
But the fun
I
fact,
got a nice cask of Amontillado.
yeah, that's where you got to get, you got to get down. You got to get down to the catacombs.
Yeah, you got to get to the cellar of your castle.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you keep it cool.
You got all this meat. Fucking, what are we going to do with it? Just slap some salt on it,
Yeah,
throw it in the fucking
put
in
it
the ground about
yeah,
20,
cool
30 feet.
room. That's all you got. You fucking put some salt on it. Put it someplace cool, because cold just wasn't a factor. Even now it's so overused. I mean, how often do you like put meat in the freezer and then after a while it's just fucking and it's hard to place the real importance of refrigeration in modern society, because I mean, without it, one, we wouldn't be able to live in Florida. That's just pretty straightforward. We could, but with the modern usage of tools and materials, there's no way that unrefrigerated housing would be sustainable. I would say large sections of the state would have been abandoned by now.
Probably.
You look at like old school Florida settlements, them shits is gone in 20 years. They
Well,
fucking
life expectancies would definitely drop.
Exactly.
Fucking the sodium
Hugely.
intake from just eating fucking cured meat all the time.
then all the old folks around here, they wouldn't be able to handle that shit. It's a vital tool, I think, in the proliferation of the human race across the planet. That is a curse and a blessing in many ways.
Sure. I mean, there was no shortage of people before refrigeration.
There were fewer people.
Absolutely.
I didn't say there weren't fewer people. I said there was no shortage of.
But there were fewer. You get
Sure.
what I'm saying?
Much fewer.
Okay.
The exponential proliferation of the human race over the last 150
Yeah.
years, due to the technological advances of the Industrial Revolution, under the
Yeah.
profit motive of capitalism, is glaringly obvious and detrimental to the state of the world in which we live.
Exactly, Brian. Thank you. Are you on board, Patrick?
Totes.
Fucking
Okay.
idiot.
So back to the dawn of time, okay? Because one thing that we really have to accentuate with this whole thing is that cold is the natural state of being. All matter that exists in a purely cold state. Cold is just the stillness of the molecules in an object. It's all it is. It's unradiated, unenergized, just all the molecules stacked together in a rigid form. Without the sun, without kinetic energy, without electricity, things like that, everything stays in a rigid grid structure.
Well, I would disagree. The state of matter as we know it only exists because of the vibration and the motion and the heat and the energy that it, potential and kinetic, that it has. Cold is the eventual state at rest. Once everything,
Yeah, once there is no more energy, everything returns to a cold state, correct?
Well, but it didn't start in a cold state necessarily because it didn't exist before.
There's a causality
the
and effect
excitation.
behind all things, of course, but if you take away the energy on all objects, it will revert to a cold state.
Sure.
Unless it's a heat generating source of radiative energy, like the sun. Then you take away that energy and the sun will become cold. Anyhow, that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying is cold essentially equals death. If you remove the energy of life, you return to a cold state. right? Life itself is...
In this particular instance, specifically, are you just talking about the sun?
I mean, yeah, the sun, yes, but you could also be...
Or just the motion of particles. There's a heat in motion.
Yeah, you could have kinetic energy, radiative energy.
Okay.
The less excited a particle is, the colder it is.
Right.
Yeah, there's stuff that lives without the sun, you know?
Yeah.
Salamanders? Bacterium?
Salamanders.
I don't know how many salamanders live without the sun, but okay.
Yeah, the sunless, you don't know
That's the name of my autobiography, Sunless Salamander.
How many salamanders live without the sun?
It's adult riddles again.
But anyway, so like originally, the cavemen, and if cavemen lived in warmer climates, say coming out of like the cradle of Africa, you know, probably wouldn't be a lot of ice unless you went to a mountaintop or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then moving into colder climes, they would experience ice, but there's no real way to preserve that until later after they find some technological advancements. Ice has always been a difficult topic for humanity, which is why I say fuck ice.
Sure.
There's a Breath of the Wild quest where you have to move the ice blocks.
Yeah, fuck that. I hate that.
The ice is melting. You're
Bullshit.
getting attacked by fucking goblins. It's awful.
Yeah, ice sucks. So, human use of ice dates back thousands of years, evolving from a luxury reserved for the elite to an everyday commodity through natural harvesting and ultimately artificial refrigeration, which is one of the more massive changes in the climate, if I may say, that we've ever had in technological advancements. The journey reflects human ingenuity in food preservation, cooling, and commerce. We're going to start in 400 BC.
Naturally.
It's not that long ago.
I mean, 2,400 years ago. Oh yeah, there's been a lot of time where we haven't had refrigeration. It's like our current thing now.
Yeah.
Wait.
We all...
It wasn't compressed gas in ancient Sumer.
Yeah, they didn't have like ammonia techniques back in the day. It was pretty much just like, oh, hot.
You think they had maybe saltpeter? Maybe
I don't know anyone named Saltpeter.
saltpeter. Here's the
Saltpeter. So the
first
Persian
pope.
Yakchals, 400 BC. Persian engineers were among the first to master ice storage in desert environments. It's actually kind of fascinating. They built cone-shaped insulated structures called yakchals, which is Persian for ice pit, to store ice collected from nearby mountains or harvesting pools. The underground chambers and specialized heat-resistant mortar kept the ice frozen year-round.
Okay.
In Persia.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it is. The Persian yakchals were remarkable feats of ancient engineering designed to produce and store ice in the desert. They had a storage dome and some subterranean chambers. They were also sort of like worked on over the years. Like they started out as just preservation domes where you would be able to like store ice, and then later they became a sort of system of creating it. So one of the ways that they would make ice is they would dig these like little, not tunnels, but like kind of channels, fill them with a very thin layer of water and leave them exposed at night. And then when the night got cold and it would suck the energy out of the water would frost over a little bit. And then during the day, they'd cover it with like hay to keep any energy from getting to it. And they would do that again and again over the course of weeks. And eventually they would have fucking sheets of ice.
Well, which is really crazy because even before like any concept of like molecular structure or scientific discovery in that vein, they figured out that the air surrounding it would pull energy from that surface air.
Right, which is...
It would remove it so that evaporation process would create a cooler spot right there at the surface and thus become a natural cooling because of the phase change.
Which is super
between
cool. Because
liquid to gas.
Yeah, that shows you that the
into the gas
temperature lowers so much more drastically at the point of evaporation than it does like throughout the rest of everything, that it would just be like hyper cooling right there as it evaporated, so that the ice would actually get to a far lower temperature than the air temperature it actually was.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Because scientifically we know now is that phase change actually draws any excess heat from the area in order to facilitate that change in state.
Yeah. So like the yakchals were kind of everywhere in Persia. They were like super important and people got really spoiled having fucking ice kind of on command for years and years. The domes were often 10 to 18 meters high. It was constructed from thick, heat-resistant mortar called sarouge.
I went to school with that guy.
Which was made of sand, clay, egg whites, goat hair, and lime.
Sounds like a cocktail you made.
Hey! Reminds me of the time that our friend Josue Romero, R.I.P., he fucking... I made fun of a picture of him making a drink, and then the next picture he put out was him making a cocktail in a little trash can. The hashtag was the drinks that Riley makes. I was like, you fucking cocksucker.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
That's a good one. So the thick tapering walls provided excellent insulation and directed hot air upward, allowing it to escape through a vent at the top. Again, like perpetuating sort of like the evaporative climate. This is in the desert. It's 100 degrees outside, and they've got these fucking cool little ice houses. The underground storage chambers beneath the dome were large subterranean storage spaces, sometimes reaching 5,000 cubic meters.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's like a fucking mine. Like, these are big-ass ice houses. So this is kind of like a central development in Persian culture at the time.
5,000 cubic meters is giant.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like a gigantic mine because this ice was going to supply, like, everyone in the city, you know?
Huh.
Yeah. Yakchals were typically built near qanats, which are ancient underground aqueducts that supplied cool water. So the continuous source of water was crucial for the ice-making process.
That makes sense.
So, like here at 400 BC, this is an industrialization of the concept of making this product. Because, like, I mean, ice, it's ephemeral, right? It's fucking here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, all you got to do is fucking open the door for 5 minutes. All this shit's gone, right? So they sort of like do a whole underground aqueduct system that is continuously bringing in cooling.
So which white people taught these brown people how to do this?
That would be the Tartarians.
Perfect. The giant ones.
There are cool stories from the Crusades of the Crusades. Who's the
Richard the Lionheart?
No, the other one. Fucking the Mujahideen.
Sure.
You know the big.
Was it the Mujahideen that was fucking that was Bin Laden's fighting force?
Okay, the Qudat Sadrak. Who's the
the Maharaja?
The Maharaja.
Yeah.
Maharishi. The
Sure.
Sim Salabim.
Uh-huh. Ving Rhames.
Ving Rhames?
I don't know.
I would have said Chiwetel Ejiofor.
That wasn't
Vijay Singh.
God damn it. Hold on a second.
I didn't mean to say Ving Rhames. Who was the guy who played he played Daddy was it the same guy that played Daddy Warbucks?
Salah Hadin.
No, it wasn't him.
He didn't play Daddy Warbucks.
No, Yul Brenner,
Yul Brenner, yeah.
It said that what was that from?
The King Anna and the King of Siam?
Yeah, King of Siam, yeah.
I thought that was Telly Savalas.
We actually talked about Telly Savalas in the last episode.
Hell yeah, you did.
Or was that
was Yul Brenner, I think.
Was that on the Patreon we were talking about Telly Savalas? No, it was 2 Patreons ago when we were talking about Talking Tina Festival.
Fugue State.
Yul Brenner appeared in the Twilight Zone episode Talking Tina. You familiar with that one?
Remind me.
It's the one with the talking doll. It's like a proto Chucky.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yes.
Telly Savalas is just his abusive father, which he's really good at. So Salah Hadin was the guy
Okay.
that led the forces opposing the colonization.
You were
of
so close with Mujahideen.
Jerusalem. Yeah, right. I was like, Sim Salabim. But Salah Hadin once.
Wasn't Johnny Bravo? Or not Johnny Bravo, Johnny
Oh, mama.
fucking Sim Salabim.
What?
God damn it. What's the original show that
Johnny
Venture
Quest.
Brothers, Johnny Quest?
Yeah. Sure.
That's what that's from. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was Haji. Yeah.
That's Jesus.
Okay, so there are stories of like Salah Hadin would like host generals and leaders from the opposing side sometimes, and it'd be like fucking British kings and generals and shit, and he'd sit them down. He'd treat them to like chilled fruit juice with ice in it. And they had no fucking idea how he did that. It's like, how the fuck? It's like 300 degrees out here, you asshole.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you? How do you have ice? And he's like, yeah, I'm fucking super powerful. And you
It's
guys
called a
suck.
state secret,
Yeah,
bitch.
I rule and you drool. Oh, are you sick? Guess what we've got? Antibiotics.
And that was the birth of espionage.
That was it. It's like
It's
we gotta
spies.
figure out how this motherfucker made ice. See, ice has been a conflict on Earth for a long time.
Yeah.
Fuck ice.
Ice is a lot of trouble. Fuck ice.
Yeah.
So the ingenuity of the Yakshal system showcases ancient Persia's deep understanding of thermal dynamics and climate adaptive architecture, and it provided a sustainable cooling solution centuries ahead of its time.
That's super badass.
Yeah, it super is, because it was also like an economic driver, right? Because once you have refrigeration, then you can have a lot more shit. You like, there's no way that you live near the Yakshal, right? And you say you've got a bunch of fucking beef or something. There's no way you're not like cutting off a chunk of your profits to buy ice so that you can refrigerate your products.
Or if you're homies with the guys who like, I have to assume that they were like guys working or at least in charge of like
the people working in the
hay and taking
in the big chambers, they would like dress in like warm clothing, but not to keep themselves from cooling down, to keep their body heat from ruining the ice.
Really?
Right, exactly. So like
That's
they didn't
wild.
want their sweat gathering in this fucking nice pure water.
So you got to believe that there would be like guys who would be like, "Look, I slaughtered 5 goats. Like one for
just let me get some ice.
One for no, they'd be like one for my family, one for the neighbors, and can you keep these other 3 down here? They'll stay longer."
No, there'd be shit like that all the time. It became a big economic driver, and it would be like the center of a market in Persia would be the big ice house.
I'll give you one of these goats to put the other 2 down there and keep them cool.
And then like, I mean, there's a supply and demand issue there, but you'd have to store ice for like years sometimes, just like working annually to just fucking increase your product, because it doesn't go bad, and in the meantime you go to the market and fucking there's an ice guy out there doing shaved ice, flavored ices, fruit juice, shit like that.
That's cool shit.
Yeah.
400 BC.
400 BC.
Brown people.
You see what I'm saying? This is a pretty fascinating topic, because this also led to advanced medicine in the area. Just like, if
putting
you were
ice on something,
putting ice on stuff, hey, it led to putting ice on
Hey,
stuff.
that's
You
what
heard
I'm
it
fucking
here first.
don't know.
Ice started with brown people.
Yeah. In fact, you can say that brown people are the reason that humans have ice in general.
Is that why they're so cool?
Hey! Brian Velez, everybody. Welcome to the show, Brian. So that's like, you could say like more primitive thing, but this is hundreds and thousands of years worth of Middle Eastern work, right? So
Hundreds and thousands.
hundreds and thousands. Do you ever see Braveheart?
Is that the one about the
The Highlanders are coming down in their hundreds and thousands. And then William Wallace turns around and is like, "You ready for a war? Ah!"
I got nothing.
Like Moses through the Red Sea. Some people are going to get these jokes. So moving on, another historical usage of ice was just pure indulgence, right? Roman indulgences at like the peak of the Roman Empire would lead to the Caesars and their courts having chilled wines and things of that sort.
Oh, boy.
Right? Ancient Romans transported snow and ice from mountains to Rome to cool their wine and other drinks. Emperor Nero is even credited with inventing an ice bucket for this purpose, which is a lot of credit to give to somebody for like, maybe if we had a thicker bucket. Yes, the emperor has invented the thick bucket. If it's thicker, it won't get so warm. I don't know why I don't know. Nero is Andrew Dice Clay to me.
Bada boom.
Hey, bada boom.
Hey, everything's going to be cold if you do a thicker
Italian
bucket.
over
Hey,
there.
fight that lion for me, why don't you?
What the fuck is going on? That bucket's too thin, buddy.
Oh.
Hey, guy. I need a thicker bucket over here.
I'll be impressed when you tell me which emperor invented the ice bucket challenge.
Definitely Caligula.
Yikes.
Let him be cold.
But then also there have been methods of cutting and storing ice for like forever. As far as there have been people that wanted to be cool in the summer. If you had a frozen lake, you could like cut a big chunk of fucking ice and put it in, I don't know, some shed and hope that it doesn't melt until it's hot outside.
Yeah.
That's if you ever see the movie Frozen, that they illustrate that very well.
I swear to God, from the very beginning of this, I was like, I wonder how long before the first Frozen reference
I think
comes
we
up
can
in-
all agree that everyone in that kingdom at one point or another said, "Fuck ice." This ice sucks. It's fucking up my country. Hey, get this bitch with the ice out of here.
Who's the bitch in charge of this ice?
Get him out of here.
Fuck her and fuck this ice.
The Chinese in 1000 BC had various methods and even forms of saw specially made to cut ice out of frozen lakes and use it.
They abandoned ice actually for a while because it didn't do well in tea.
Because
tea's hot.
Are you saying that
Tea is hot.
the Chinese
Melted the ice too fast and made the tea cool off too quick.
So you're saying that like the Chinese were right there at the cusp of inventing iced tea, and they were like, this is ruining our ice and our tea.
Yeah, I wouldn't come back around until
It's like the same thing. Like
until the Civil War era.
they're using the pitchfork, and they're like, this is pretty handy. We don't really need like a tiny one of these.
2 sticks is working fine, man. We're good.
Hot tea is working for us. I don't know.
That's dumb.
But they kind of stored ice.
How to keep the tea hot and the ice cold.
We got to
Until the
separate
thermos.
separation of ice and tea.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, the Chinese were doing that for a long time. So now we're going to move into the actual like history of refrigeration itself. Okay, we got the early ice trade and the commercialization therein. Because as we know, ain't nothing on this earth for free. And if you could point at something and be like, hey, they're having that for free, then you can sell it, baby. Let me tell you. So early ice houses from the 16th and 17th century were used by wealthy Europeans who began building ice houses on their estates to store ice for cooling food and drinks during the summer. In the 19th century, American entrepreneur Frederick Tudor revolutionized the ice trade by developing methods to efficiently harvest, insulate, and ship massive blocks of ice from New England to destinations as far as the Caribbean, India, and Australia.
That's where you get the big ice freighters.
Ice
freighter, like the big ships. That
I
would
thought you said fader.
Freighter.
Ice Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Tudor was born into a prominent, wealthy Boston family. Unlike his Harvard-educated brothers, he dropped out of Boston Latin School at age 13 and began working as a merchant's apprentice.
Fucking loser.
Yeah, what a fucking dork, right?
Trade school.
Trader. You know what? This is just another wealthy coastal elite just fucking really propping up ice here.
I mean, technically, yeah.
Big ice.
Yeah.
He came from a wealthy family, and
they love ice,
and then expanded his wealth. So yeah,
in 1806,
accurate.
1806, at age 23, Tudor shipped his first cargo of ice from a pond on his family's farm to Martinique in the West Indies. That was the first shipment of ice on record, essentially on Earth, other than like Saladin bringing ice from the mountains, or the Romans bringing ice from the mountains.
Okay.
The endeavor was widely ridiculed, and as the Boston Gazette noted, nearly became a slippery speculation as much of the cargo melted before reaching its destination.
But
Tudor lost money on his initial shipment to Martinique and Cuba. He faced further financial troubles when his business partner swindled him.
Whoa.
Cold. And he was sent to debtor's prison several times between 809 and 1813. So he's in prison. His plans have failed. His shit all melted. But he's sitting there in jail. He's like, I got to tell you, I really think this ice thing's going to work out.
You just had to play it cool.
You just got to play it cool, baby. You know?
Cooler heads will prevail.
Exactly. So he's just in jail. It's like, it didn't work this time. But I'll tell you, frozen water, that's the real way of the fucking future there.
Ice, baby.
Yeah.
Not a bad way to turn a profit.
Bum 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 ba dum dum. After a period of setbacks, Tudor secured a monopoly on the ice trade from Cuban officials in 1810. He got a contract to be the only person allowed to ship ice to Cuba, which was probably a lot easier than you'd think it would be, because he contacted Cuban officials. He's like, hey, I want to ship you guys ice. Do you mind if I have sole rights to that? And they were like, ice? The fuck, I guess. What the fuck are you talking about?
Like, how's it go with the rum? How does it?
He's like, you can put it in mojitos. Like, what? So it's gonna be like a frozen mojito? I think, if we get that working, I think every bartender would be fucking stoked.
Yeah.
That's a joke about how bartenders don't like making mojitos or frozen drinks.
Or frozen, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, whoever created the blender.
Yeah, real piece of shit.
Yeah.
That was Tudor's brother, Threader.
I think it was Ken.
So a little non
Ken,
sequitur to go back to the Ice Ice Baby reference.
I think it was Ken Moore.
That's the baseline
Wow.
from Under Pressure.
Connie Air.
And I don't think it was Connie Air. I think it was Ken Moore.
John Whirlpool.
G. Any.
B. Lender. Okay. After a period of setbacks, he secured this monopoly. He began to turn a profit, and he focused on expanding into southern U.S. markets like Charleston, Savannah, and New Orleans.
Where they like the tea cold.
Yes, they do. They like their tea ice cold and their drinks chilled, like a cold mojito. As I watch my slaves prepare my horse.
Jesus Christ.
Well, this is 1810.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Right.
100% they were watching the slaves from the porch with a pitcher of iced tea.
Yes, they're
I'm rather
stirring
jealous
the
of
ice.
how good the field hands have it.
My teeth are starting to ache from this cold tea. They don't know the pains.
God almighty.
How droll, sitting on the porch all day, watching them work.
If only I could pick the cotton, Papa. So Tudor constantly experimented with insulation methods and discovered that packing ice blocks with sawdust, there's a common sawmill byproduct I found in my research,
Yeah, you don't say.
was highly effective at slowing the melt rate.
Okay.
In 1825, Tudor hired Nathaniel Wyeth, who invented a horse-drawn ice plow.
So wait. He would pack the ice with
Sawdust.
sawdust.
Yeah.
How do you get the sawdust off?
You just spit it out.
You just lick it. You look at it. You get the horses lick the ice.
Well, because ostensibly, if you use water to like hose the
I'm gonna say
sawdust off of the ice, now you've just wasted the ice that would have melted anyway.
I'm going to say that if you've got a gigantic block of ice, you would probably put like a blanket on it and then pack sawdust around it. And then if you had to get the sawdust off of it, that's whoever bought the ice's fucking problem.
Fair. Okay.
Then, Mama, I got sawdust in the iced tea again.
Blankets.
Yeah.
That's a smart move.
Yeah.
Ice blankets.
A lot of fibers on this ice.
No shit. Because as soon as you put another block on top,
It just sticks, just
it
melts
just
into it.
now like when you try and take the blanket off the ice, you're gonna be like,
Oh, maybe they had special ice scraping tools.
that is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Run your ice comb off over the get all the sawdust off.
Pee on it. There's savages in the 1810s, you know?
Yeah.
Like eat the dirt off of your ice just to feel cold.
Honestly, like for the novelty of it, I wouldn't be surprised.
If you've lived your entire life in New Orleans in 1810 and you've never experienced a cold beverage, pretty sure you'd eat the dirt.
Like literally, if you looked at the cube and there was just shit inside of it, you'd just be like,
it's cold though.
But the novelty of it would be like,
Well, so around this time also, you've got people that are playing with compressed gas and actual like more mechanized.
We're gonna get there because as the Industrial Revolution ramps up and this ice craze starts sweeping the nation, because literally it wasn't even a fucking concept before. It's like if we started selling candy that makes you smart. And people are like, "Oh fuck, that's something."
they call that
smart.
Adderall.
I already know everything.
That's called Adderall.
No, just straight up, just like a delicious chocolate that'll be like, "Oh, I fucking understand the universe for 5 minutes," you know?
It's a Kids in the Hall movie.
Yes, it is Brain Candy.
Yep.
Which is a fucking pretty good movie. Did you see the?
You guys gotta watch Patreon.
Did you see the case? Yeah, you did. If I can check out the Patreon. But did you guys, at least you, Brian, have you seen the new Kids in the Hall that Amazon Prime let out?
I haven't.
They did an extra season, a new season of Kids in the Hall with all these guys.
Interesting.
And it starts out with a copy of Kids in the Hall's movie Brain Candy, which was a notorious bomb at the box office, like so bad it sunk a fucking production company. And it starts with one of the kids, like Mark, selling copy of Brain Candy on DVD at a yard sale, and somebody buys it, and he goes, "Finally, with this $5." We finally made back our money from the movie Brain Candy.
Jesus Christ.
And you know what that means? And then they call, and all the fucking kids in the hall like pop out of the ground.
Interesting.
Dave
You said
Foley-
that's on Prime?
Yeah, Dave Foley says, am I still the cute one? That's good.
Nice.
I'm a big Dave Foley guy. Okay.
God, he's got to be like pushing 60.
Yeah, but he's still so fucking good looking. It's crazy.
Was he good looking?
Dude, he was the cute one.
He just had a baby face.
Yeah, but like, it was good.
He
You know,
had
like,
just that big ear to ear smile and big old eyes.
I always feel bad because, you know, Dave Foley like was on a huge upward trajectory. And then Phil Hartman died while they were doing news
Yeah.
radio, and it kind of sunk him.
yeah, that's
Killed it.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
Lost Thunder.
but he was on
It's awful.
like he had his own show. He did the voice for that Ant and Bug's Life.
Yeah,
like
edit.
he was really going up.
Quick edit. Phil Hartman was murdered.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Well,
you
yeah.
die when you get murdered sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But the specifics, you know, we do that a lot here.
Fuck, it sucks.
Sucks this up.
Speaking
Jesus.
of ice, Phil Hartman, unfrozen caveman lawyer.
That's right.
Oh,
yeah.
We've discussed that many times on the show. If you
We
don't
have.
get the reference, you aren't trying hard enough.
Because
so,
me, caveman.
Or it's your first episode and you should just go listen to the whole backlog.
So in 1825, Tudor hired Nathaniel Wyeth, who invented a horse-drawn ice plow that dramatically increased the efficiency and scale of ice harvesting. This cut the cost of harvesting a ton of ice from 30 cents to just 10 cents.
Okay.
Which was a
You
lot.
know,
back
that's a
then.
lot. That's a lot. That is
That's
66.6. It goes to show ice is the devil.
Yikes.
Dun, dun, dun. So Tudor realized he needed to cultivate a demand for the product where one didn't exist. There's a joke I'm not going to tell right there.
okay.
He offered free ice to bartenders and demonstrated how to use it in cocktails. This is where I would demonstrate the prolific nature of bartenders in cultural society throughout the earlier part of the 20th century. But we really don't have time for that.
We've always fucking
we
ruled.
we absolutely do.
Yes. So bartenders have been cultural drivers for forever because addictive compounds have people coming back a lot. Mm-hmm. And then if you own and distribute these compounds, they tend to like you a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Which would make whatever you're promoting or advertising
Way funnier.
usually way funnier. You know, you just make
Sexier.
you more popular in
Uh-huh.
general. So if you are already shilling some drink that makes you happy and people really can't live without it,
Yeah.
or they'll kill themselves, then
And now you add
now you got ice
in there.
Ice? Are you fucking kidding me? Hey, how about you know what a gin Ricky is? It's
I knew a guy in prison named Gin Ricky.
gin, lime, and a big fucking block of ice. Nice and easy. It was the most popular drink in the world in 1920.
Gin, what else?
Gin, lime.
Oh, lime.
Yeah,
ice.
it's a sour gimlet.
Yeah, it's nice and easy. Yeah.
That's real different than the Gin Ricky I knew.
We called him Gin Ricky.
Well, he was the guy who made all the toilet gin. He didn't use juniper.
Ew, what did he use?
Prunes.
Soap shavings.
Oof.
I should have called him Prune Ricky, but
Prune Ricky.
he had
I was trying to think of something you can get in prison that would give it like a very, I guess,
one Prune Ricky coming right up.
at least a similar flavor. And soap shavings is what I came up with.
I mean, yeah, I guess he used juniper for soap.
It wasn't cilantro.
It's like in this prison they're using
all the fucking cilantro in the prison diet.
in the prison you're describing though is like
Dude, I fucking
for some
smuggled
reason
cigarettes up my
gets
ass for just a
this
fucking
prison gets really
bouquet of
fancy
cilantro.
artisanal soap with juniper in it.
I guarantee you it exists.
One of the things about my obsession with bartending and like fucking making my own shit, like I would make gin out of vodka, I'd like have high proof vodka, and put like juniper in it and shit, and, you know. And sometimes it was really good, sometimes it was fucking awful.
Sure.
Did a
And you
lot
drank
of
it anyway.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
fuck yeah.
There's booze in that.
Yeah, there's booze in it,
That's-
baby. I did a fucking beeswax washed gin one time. Oh, it was bad. It was so bad. But I drank the fuck out of it. It was fun. So now if I see things like juniper,
Was you just used beeswax?
yes, I
Did you have any
coated
honey in there?
I coated the inside of a bottle with melted beeswax, and then I rested gin in it for 3 months. And it tasted like
3 months later, you're like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Open that bottle up, and you're like, oh.
well, no, it's more like I taste it and I'm like, ooh, that's wax. That's waxy.
I
Baby.
literally just made this half a candle.
It's like I'm taking shots out of a fucking candle. Like, it reminded me of those little soda bottles, the little wax soda bottles with the stuff in them.
Oh yeah, like the little juice barrels.
Yeah, exactly. Little juice guys. And then they fucking get a waxy flavor.
You
out
talking
of
about the little barrels with the little
no,
aluminum?
the little wax
like
bottles.
Yeah.
Talking about the little candies?
Yeah,
That have
they
the
had
juice inside of them?
No. They were like actual juice, but they were like the consistency of like wax lips. And you
I'm
drink the
talking
juice.
about the
don't remember
little,
that.
the little fucking wax bottles.
Yeah,
That, like,
and there was
you bite
juice,
the top
yeah.
off of them.
And there was a little bit of juice inside of them.
Yeah.
It wasn't really like a candy. You didn't eat the outside. It was just the liquid.
You weren't supposed to eat
inside.
the outside?
Yeah.
Probably where I got the waxy flavor, actually. I just
Yikes.
popped those fucking
Yeah,
ends.
same.
Nom, nom, nom.
No, they literally just the acid from the liquid inside did the same thing that the gin did.
They were hard to chew. But I also liked jujubes at the time. Do you remember jujubes?
That's
Yes, I do.
straight bees, jujubes.
When was the last time you ate jujubes?
I don't know. Last reference I remember to jujubes is in the movie Avatar, where the bad general guy says this whole planet is populated with things that'll kill you and eat your eyes for jujubes.
That's right, he does say
Yes, he
that.
does
I
say
remember that. If you
Everything
were
that walks, crawls, or squats in the mud wants to kill you and eat your eyes for jujubes.
if you were to eat them now, you'd be like, "What the fuck, dude?" They were like so hard and waxy, like literally.
Back in the day, people just chewed wax, man.
I have to.
That's how I feel about Swedish fish or any of that shit. It's like this is.
Oh god,
not,
Swedish fish are like
sturgeon.
It's not. No, like lutefisk.
Oh yeah,
Lutefisk.
lutefisk.
Yeah, no,
That's
they're,
fermented herring, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if you have fillings and you eat jujubes, you're like
fucked. You're done.
You're
They're coming out.
stressing.
They're coming
You're
right
stressing
out,
them.
baby.
You're gonna be like,
you
you're
just
like
have
chomp, 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 crunch.
I feel like
What was
you
that?
have to just resign yourself to being like, all right, I'm going to stick this to the teeth in the back of my mouth.
That's where
and
it's
just
gonna
have to
stay.
slowly enjoy that they're there until it's gone. Because I can't eat this. Like
But that was those little bottles with the juice inside of them. That was they were like the same.
No,
you
they
could
were
chew
softer.
them.
They were softer.
They were softer than jujubes.
Yeah. They had more of a wax lip.
Softer Than Jujubes is my next album.
Hell yeah.
Riley Bowen, softer than
Than
jujubes.
Did you did you get that link that I sent you for H. John Benjamin, Jazz Daredevil?
No, what?
Have
is
you're not
this?
familiar with this?
No, I am not.
Okay, so H. John Benjamin,
I
who,
need to be.
the voice
It's
of
been a
Sterling
while.
Archer.
It's been a while since you sent that to me.
Yes, the voice of Sterling Archer and Bob from
Bob's
Bob's
Burgers,
Burgers.
yeah.
He has two
Coach
albums
McGurk.
named Jazz Daredevil and I think Jazz Daredevil 2,
Mm-hmm.
wherein he has a jazz band playing, boonga-ding, 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 and he plays piano. But the trick is he doesn't know how to play piano.
I love it.
So he just blink, 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 blink,
Stop
blink,
it,
blink, 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 blink. It's a full album.
What a great bit.
It is a great bit, and it's about an hour's worth of material. I'll tell you, it's fucking good stuff.
Have you heard John C. Reilly's musical endeavor?
John C. Reilly just is a really good musician. So
He's got great pipes, but he's a little too like it feels a little
Feels a little too what?
like yeah, okay, you're a decent singer, but it's weird.
Yeah, but
Because
how
there's some
many?
emotional moments to it, but it's also because I saw him on What's in Your Bag episode where he was like fucking shilling his fucking album, and like
oh hey, look in here, it's what's in
it
my
was
bag.
really disappointing.
It's all of my
my
discography.
He was like,
It's my album.
He was like, hey, check it out. It's this like really like normie ass album.
Like a
Like great album, sure, but like
like a Michael Bublé kind of.
yeah,
It's like ties
like,
fucking
oh, yeah, you know, I
undone.
was in jazz. She's Miles Davis. Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Right.
like
You
just
know, you gotta have the Stones in there.
There's
Yeah,
another
I guess.
fucking thing.
boy.
On the Patreon, we talk about this kid that made me really angry that I was working on a job site with because he kept fucking making the train noise, "Sympathy for the Devil," and fucking asking me if I like jazz and shit. One of the things he asked me about jazz was like, "You ever listen to Miles Davis?"
No.
And I was like, "Oh
No,
fuck you."
no, never heard of him.
I have so many things. I literally just stopped myself from going on like a 20-minute rant. But John C. Reilly's not the only like fucking. There are so many like actors that like get to a point where they're like,
Eddie
now
Murphy.
I'm a musician.
Yeah, Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner, Billy Bob Thornton,
Eddie
yeah, that's
Murphy.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Kevin Bacon.
Billy Bob Thornton. That's the lead of Green Day, right?
So
Have you
stupid.
seen
Kevin
the
Bacon has a band?
documentary on American Idiot? The
No.
musical?
No.
No.
I'm not. Oh, they're making a musical.
They
of
did
it?
already made a
decades
musical.
ago.
It's been a while.
And there's a documentary about the making of American Idiot, the musical.
I really like Green Day's early stuff, man. And
Same.
even into their contemporary, up until American Idiot, actually. I think that album's not terrible.
Meh.
Oh, boy. They really should stop now, huh? Don't they have enough?
You know, I think you
He's
get
dressed
to.
like a newsie.
I think.
I'm not even kidding.
I think
It
you
looks like
get
his
to a
dad's
point-
jacket
I
is
know,
too
I know.
big with the fucking.
I think you get to a point where you've had enough decades of success that it's like, well, I'm not ready to retire, but what the fuck else am I going to do?
It just seems nuts to me because if you've got money, what are you doing? What are you going to do? You get a fuckload of money. What do you want to do?
Me?
Yeah. You get the
Go the fuck away.
You get the simple plan money. You get a cut of like the heist. You know, you got your fucking
Yeah.
$10 million.
Go
Say you get
away.
$10 million.
I'm gone.
What's Billy Joe Green Day worth?
Probably a lot. Are you looking it up?
Yeah. Billy Joe Green Day. That's his name, right?
Billy Joe Armstrong.
That's it.
I mean, the simple answer is just
It's-
sex, drugs, and more rock and roll.
That's hundreds of millions, I would imagine. If I had to guess, it's over 100 million.
Nah,
Billy
it's
Billy Joe Green Day has $75 million.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is
So
70.
close
So
to 100
you've
million.
got 70
Close enough. You
got
can round up.
$75 million and you want to wear an oversized jacket and play fucking guitar in the same songs you've been singing for 40 years now?
And put on a musical. That's
you
a
wanna do a
low-budget
Broadway
rent. It's a
musical?
low rent.
So, or do you want to do?
Fucking Rolling Stones are still touring.
Yeah, and like,
Like-
why don't they go? Hey, you know what I'm going to do now is never do that again, and I'm going to I don't know sail around the world with my private masseuse,
Or
like-
just enjoy hanging out with my kids and my grandkids
Or
and my
fucking
great
just
grandkids
anything.
probably for those guys.
find the secret
Or
of eternal
use
life.
some of the money
find
to
King
prop
Solomon's
up
mines.
Keith
Other
Richards already
people
did that. Keith
Prop
Richards.
up some lesser than us to
Oh, help people. You can help people too, but people
like,
with
hey,
money.
why don't I fucking
I think-
toss some of this to the people that want to?
I've
have-
posited this before, and Pat, I think, vehemently disagrees with me. Brian, you might as well. But I think if you have more than $2 million, you have to stop having more than that.
Oh,
If you got $2 million, that's the cap. You can only have that. And if you
in this economy?
if you try to bypass that, you get shot.
A bag of Doritos is $7 fucking. $2 million's not going for.
Okay, but I mean, like, what I'm saying is, if you've got a company or some shit that's making money, once you reach $2 million in personal wealth, personal accruement, after that, you can no longer make a profit off of your business. You can keep it running. You can keep doing it. You can do your day to day. That's fine, right? You can even like make
you
investments.
can just keep yourself at 2 million.
Your money, yeah, you'll always be at $2 million as
Okay.
long as you're
You
making.
have more than
you've got
enough.
it. It's
Now
always
it
going
has
to be
to-
that you're $2 million more than you're spending. You know, it's
Okay.
always going to be there,
Sure.
right? But you can't have 3 and $1 billion.
Well, that's just
That's
yeah.
a war crime.
Might as well be.
And if anyone finds out you've been amassing $1 billion, then you get murdered with machetes
Okay.
by Congress.
They won't do it. They're
That's
pussies.
my idea. That's my idea is that anytime anyone has $1 billion, Congress themselves has to execute
They're
them.
too bitch-made for
like
that.
the Ides of March killing of Julius Caesar.
At 2, Nancy Pelosi. At 2.
Well, hey, you know how Elon Musk got to be a billionaire? Caring so much.
Stealing people's ideas and figuring out ways to market them.
It's just because he cares too much. That's the problem. That's why he's so rich.
Oh boy! All right.
So Tudor realized he
yeah.
needed to cultivate a demand for the product where one didn't exist. He offered free ice to bartenders and demonstrated how to use it in cocktails. He also taught locals how to make ice cream.
Yeah.
Because think of it, in this world, pre-1825, you didn't get to fucking have ice cream.
Iced cream.
Iced cream, papa. You could have ice cream in the winter.
Yeah.
That's it.
But it was also just
You think little children going inside and sitting in front of the fire until they were way too warm
just-
so they could enjoy their ice
If
cream.
you're not rich,
It was
it's just
just-
yellow snow.
it was also just milk flavored. Like, who was the first person who was like,
Some sugar in this, maybe.
who's the first person who was like, put some vanilla beans in there, try it out, see what happens.
Juniper flavored ice
Yeah.
cream. Oh, we flavored this one with chicken.
Should we put some cocaine in this?
In 1833, Tudor made his most ambitious shipment, sending ice on a 16,000-mile journey to Calcutta, India.
Wow.
To everyone's surprise, it arrived with most of its volume intact, earning him a significant profit and securing his reputation. At the height of his success, Tudor established a network of ice houses in ports across the globe, including Hong Kong, Rio de Janeiro, and cities throughout the Caribbean and India. Tudor died a millionaire in 1864, having revolutionized global trade and creating an industry where American ships carried more ice than any other commodity except cotton. Oof. Gang.
Yikes.
Oh, hey. Getting warm in here. Bring on the ice.
So ice and cotton, those are our two big
That's it.
big things running out on ships.
That's America, really industrializing. See, at this point, what were we at? 1825? So he died in 1864,
Okay.
right? So the ice and the cotton both are being packed up by
Pretty significant events
particular
going
people.
on at this particular juncture of history.
I mean, I think this is just another reason to say fuck ice.
Fuck
sure.
ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck ice.
Yeah. Fuck ice.
Just
Are you
really sticking it to brown people the entirety of its fucking industrialization. That's why you should never industrialize ice. It should only be a small batch commodity.
Well, and again, it's worth noting here that this is probably when they were like, wait a second, rich people, great, but if we pair ice with an addictive substance, we can fuck the poor people,
That's it. Yeah, sprinkle some crack on them.
making them feel like they're royalty.
That's it. You live like a king.
Couple of
is
daiquiris.
that a Chappelle
You
sketch?
got
Sprinkle some crack on him.
If you combine ice and cotton, then you've got the wealthy elite in their frilly robes, sipping their mint juleps and watching the peasants. Yeah.
They weren't peasants. They were.
Slaves. They were slaves.
yeah.
We're talking about slavery. We talk about slavery a lot on this show,
We do.
which is, fine, I guess.
Pertinent
So,
to
are
our
we-
history.
Huh?
Which, are we going to do the live stream still recap?
Eventually.
Yes. We'll reschedule it once things sort of
My
normalize.
schedule's
Spoiler
so
alert,
stupid.
I was just going to sum everything up with fuck capitalism because I feel like that's basically the message of all of your episodes.
It kind of
Which is what I told you before.
I mean,
and you
pretty
guys, when we
overarching
started
theme.
this
Listen,
show,
we don't.
these guys were like, Brian, don't go on this anti-capitalism rant every
listen,
episode.
we don't-
And they do a whole fucking
Because we
show
say it without
that's
saying it.
anti-capitalism.
We do not use metaphor. We do not use subtext. We're always very plain about what we're trying to say, right? And it's always very straightforward. There's nothing else to gain. We're telling you everything you need to know. That's why we keep saying like fuck ice. I want everyone to know that. No subtext there. It's right there.
Fuck ice.
So again, Tudor died a millionaire. He revolutionized global trade and created an industry where American ships carried more ice than anything else except cotton. His work also had a profound impact on diet, medicine, and food preservation. Essentially, the industrialization of this product was kind of a boon to mankind. You know,
Yeah.
it's as much as he definitely used slave labor.
Well, 100%.
But beyond that, really bringing refrigeration to culture was sort of a huge deal.
Yeah.
And still is to this day. You want to live life without a fucking refrigerator? You want to go get your Diet Pepsi from Diet Pepsi from Taco Bell without ice in it? No ice. I'm onto your game.
You get more Diet Pepsi.
I was going to say, I don't go to Taco Bell very frequently. I
had Taco
definitely
Bell
don't
yesterday.
get Diet Pepsi. And
Baja Blast.
Is it? Well, I was gonna say, is it
Operation
like
Baja Midnight Blast.
everyone knows that the spiciest Sprite on earth is at McDonald's? Is
and
it
I also
Diet Pepsi?
prefer, if I'm going through the drive-thru and I'm heading home anyway, I prefer to ask for no ice because then I get extra.
Yeah. I think the whole
got
country
ice
should
at
ask for
home.
no ice. Plenty of
Yeah.
ice already. We don't need that.
Yeah.
So the natural ice trade became a major industry. And we're talking about specifically ice that was cut out of lakes, river streams, stuff like that. With
Yeah, how
massive...
do you get the sawdust out the outside? How do you get the algae out of the inside? You're like a fish in your fucking martini.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're looking at your fucking ice cube and there's a minnow in the
I
middle
want
of it,
specialized ice for my cocktails with live fish that come to life
I
once
just want
the
the
ice melts.
salt from the fish. That's where the saline bartenders
yeah.
use.
Well, if you're looking and there's a fucking minnow in the middle of your ice cube, is the novelty of
Like a
holy
scorpion
shit, this is
inside your,
awesome.
lollipop.
Yeah, basically. Is it like you just say fuck it, right? You just go, "Well, whatever.
When I talk about my bartending obsession, like it's really hard. I want everyone to like follow my thought process here. We talked about it as soon as Brian said, "Get a fish in your ice cube," right? The thing that popped into my head was there are a lot of videos of like fish that are frozen that come back to life when the ice is thawed, right? So I immediately pictured a drink, like a hot drink, where you put a frozen fish into it and it comes to life in your drink.
No,
And then you just
now
got a
it's- now
fucking
I'm-
fish
now
in
it's
your
a
drink?
sketch comedy
No,
where
then
someone's
you
trying
turn
to
up
talk.
the heat and it becomes a cooked fish.
No, someone's trying to talk while they've got their fucking drink and the ice is melting and the fish starts flopping around. They're trying to drink it like nothing's going on.
There's
Trying
just
to
suddenly
play-
a tail
they're trying to
sticking out
play
of your
it
fucking
cool,
glass.
Fucking fish is spilling the fucking drink everywhere.
Trying to talk to some girl at the
Important
bar, and there's
business
just some tail like coming out of your glass.
She's like, "Oh my god, is that fish alive?" He goes, "Yeah, I bought the live fish."
Yeah, it's a craft cocktail.
It's craft. It mixes itself. There's caviar in there. The natural ice trade became a major industry.
Squeeze it.
Massive quantities of ice were harvested from frozen lakes and rivers in northern regions. The ice was stored in large ice houses and delivered to homes and businesses by horse-drawn wagons. Right, so this is pre the real mechanical industrialization. But the
Right.
next jump after Tudor dies was the development of mechanical refrigeration, which began in the 18th century with figures.
Oh my god! So I said freighters earlier. It wasn't. It was like fucking schooners.
Yeah. There's boats.
It was big, like like sailboats,
sailing across the open
like galleons
seas,
and shit.
delivering frozen gold.
That's wild. That's wild because the nature of those ships was that like the fucking holds were brutally hot.
Yeah. That's why you got to keep them on the deck, cover it with like whale skin, pack it with straw, right? Try not to get any
Sawdust.
seawater on there because it's salt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's already fish in there. It's
And then
fine.
you got the sailors like chipping off chunks of ice and like make a rum cocktail real
Rum
quick.
is so fucking hot back
Oh, I
there.
thought they were chipping them off to like ease their sore assholes from just fucking each other on the 3-month journey to
It's funny
India.
because the motion that you just made, you guys can't see this obviously, but the motion he just made was to insert the ice into his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gets sore after a while.
You know, they call that a cold Susan.
There's not enough. You've got the boat weighted down with ice.
Sister of Lazy.
There's no room for lube. It's spit or nothing.
So the development of mechanical refrigeration began in the 18th century with figures like Scottish professor William Cullen demonstrating the cooling effects of evaporating liquids. In 1851, American physician John Gorey received the first U.S. patent for a mechanical ice-making machine, which he originally created to cool hospital rooms.
What year was that?
That was in 1851.
Wow. So still pre-Civil War.
That it was, Patrick. That it was. So, no, I mean, like,
You didn't need a fucking attaboy on it. It's just fucking-
attaboy. Yeah, you got it. You know when 1851 was. I'm proud of you, Bell.
Says the guy who at least 3 times on this podcast has been like, wait, when did the Civil War start?
What was it? It was like
the years?
1867.
Nope, 61 to
Fuck
65.
my ass. I'm not a numbers guy. I'm an ideas man. Okay? That's why I'm in the chair and you're on the couch. Okay?
Yeah,
You
okay.
do the numbers.
I got this is the
Get your
numbers
fucking-
couch.
Get your goddamn abacus out. You know the numbers.
It's
I don't
in
know
here.
numbers.
It's in
Numbers
here.
are
I
for
keep it in here.
fucking nerds.
Yep.
Okay? I'm here talking about the history of refrigeration. This is a hot topic.
He's in the hot seat.
All right, good.
I am sweating a little bit. My glasses are fogging up.
They're always fogging up.
John Gorey's mechanical ice-making machine was based on the principle of using the rapid expansion of compressed air to create a cooling effect. It's like what Brian was talking about earlier.
Mm.
It's still a fundamental concept in modern refrigeration. He was a physician.
How did they get the compressor? Did they just have some fucking slave just pedaling away? And
It could just be a guy. It could just be any guy. It doesn't have to be a slave. You know, use a bellows. You can put it into a closed chamber.
Okay.
Stomp on some stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the most optimistic viewpoint of how that went down.
I don't know. It was 1851 in Apalachicola, Florida.
Definitely not a slave.
Definitely wasn't a slave.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
technically, Apalachicola was the site of the Negro Fort, which is the the first freed slave colony. You know,
Yeah, it was also like the first place that
were free to run
that
the
Thomas
prison.
Jefferson fucking ransacked and said, "This is part of America now."
that's fair. He was a physician in John Gorey was a physician in Apalachicola, Florida, who developed the machine in the 1840s to produce ice for cooling the rooms of patients suffering from tropical diseases like malaria and yellow fever, which is like a huge.
Did I say
medical
Thomas
advancement.
Jefferson?
Yes, you meant Andrew Jackson.
Yeah, Andrew Jackson.
Thick hickory. Yeah.
Thick hickory.
He's as a physician, he's just like, you know, it'd be nice for these guys with fevers in Apalachicola, Florida. 1, maybe not mosquitoes, and 2, maybe not 150 fucking degrees in here right now.
Your fever will break any week now.
You know, we can't afford to keep buying slaves to fan them. Gorey used a double-acting force pump to compress air. During this process, he would inject a small amount of water to help cool the compressed air. So he was just like constantly using like a bellows style pump, and he just like a little bit of water in there, and as the air would circulate, and it would go through like much like in your car, the way that the air is cooled,
going through coils,
multiple different little tubes, so all this this mist would through there and create an evaporative cooling technique, right? It was pretty fundamental to start.
Sure.
Obviously. And the compressed air was released into a tank containing a cold saline solution. The rapid expansion of the air absorbed heat from the brine, causing its temperature to drop to below 26 degrees Fahrenheit. Not Celsius for any of our Guernsey listeners. Brick-sized oil-coated metal containers filled with rainwater were placed into the cold brine, causing the water inside to freeze into solid buckets of ice.
Okay.
Which I think, to me, that's actually a really fucking fascinating concept. It's like, okay, so we got a liquid colder than ice, and we can use that to freeze water.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking... It's like genius shit.
It's like the predecessor to Freon.
Because, you think at 1851, you still had the town idiot jacking off behind the barn.
And that didn't cool anything.
You still got
that was heating them up.
You still got epileptic colonies.
Yeah. There's all kinds of like primitive backwoods bullshit. Especially in the South.
Yeah.
In 1851. So. Pretty fucking cool advancement shit. And this is pretty far removed from the industrialization of like the Northeast, like Boston and shit like that.
Right.
They were really, really using child labor pretty hard to fucking, to advance the human cause, right? All the way down here, you got the good doctor who's just like, yeah, maybe I got a machine that can cool down some of these guys before they fucking melt.
We don't know what kind of labor he was using, but okay.
Forced. It was probably forced labor. I don't know. These bricks of like oil-coated metal would make ice blocks, and then he'd take the ice blocks and put them in front of a fan. The fan would then create, evaporative cooling.
Redneck AC.
Exactly. It was swamp cooler, right?
Yeah.
It's the same shit. We still use that same sort of shit in Florida back in the day, or right now.
I still do that when I go camping sometimes.
So I can put some ice in front of a fan. It works.
Yeah, ice in a cooler, put the fan there, put a bag around it so only the fan is sticking out. Turn that bitch on.
Yeah. In the 19th century, the prevailing miasma theory suggested that diseases like malaria and yellow fever were caused by bad air. Based on this theory, Gorey
malaria?
Malaria, bad air. That's pretty bad air.
That's bad air.
Carrying them bad skeeters. The good mosquitoes don't cause malaria. Bad mosquitoes cause malaria. The good mosquitoes clean your blood. In the future, I would like to see mosquitoes bred to be like real big. Because honestly, I would rather face a giant fucking mosquito and just chop at it with something than this little fucker just buzzing around my goddamn head all day. I want to hear like a as it comes in the room.
One normal-sized Andre the Giant versus like 50 tiny Andre the Giants. I get it.
Oh god.
But yeah, I want to fucking hear a brrr and turn around. There's a fucking mosquito coming at me. Like,
yeah.
I have my machete and grab that sword over there. We had a sword in the studio and just that's a life I want to live.
Okay.
That's what gets me hot.
Thoughts and prayers, buddy.
And then after that gets me hot, then we can talk about
cooling you off.
Cooling me off. So Gorey believed the cooling sick rooms would aid in his patients' recovery by alleviating their high fevers. He initially used natural ice shipped from northern lakes, but found the supply unreliable and expensive, especially in the warm climate of Florida. And that prompted him to look for alternate means. So the Ice King, Frederick Tudor, saw Gorey's invention as a threat to his lucrative natural ice business and reportedly tried to have him killed. No, that's not true. That's how I wish that story went. But he launched a smear campaign to discredit him.
Really?
Yeah, kind of like a Tesla Edison sort of thing.
Yeah, but this guy's got like fucking ships sailing all around the world, and this other guy's like, I need to cool these patients off. Like,
yeah, exactly. It's your class. It's a tale as old as time.
What are you worried about, dude?
The ice wars, they call it.
The ice wars.
But yeah, no, Tudor's there, smoking his cigar and his top hat, and he's just like, this filthy backwoods doctor. That's my voice for him.
I own the ice.
You gotta get a little spit in it. How dare him?
He's from Boston.
Yeah. But like back when they were all British back when.
Someone do a Wahlberg.
Hey, if I were there, he would have been able to make that fucking ice. Tell you right now.
I wouldn't have said nothing.
Hey, you know what's great is ice. Fucking love ice. Maybe I'll send my ice down to Florida. Florida. And then I'll fucking pour acid in some kid's eyeballs. It's a Mark Wahlberg thing.
Did he say he was going to pour acid in some
Oh, he
kid's
did
eyeballs?
pour acid in some kid's eyeballs. Google that. So, Tudor allegedly paid newspapers to publish negative articles and rumors about the safety of artificial ice.
Oh.
Artificial ice is the devil, I tell you. The devil. Cooling you
That
down with
makes me-
sin.
You think bad air is bad?
Bad ice.
Artificial ice is bad.
You know, his smear campaign was pretty clear that there was the good ice that you can use in your drinks, and then the bad ice that destroys communities.
Yeah, fuck ice.
Fuck ice. Despite a successful demonstration, Gorey struggled to find investors to commercialize his machine. His business partner's death and a combination of financial and technical problems hindered his efforts. I don't know how his partner died. I hope it was malaria.
Frostbite.
Yeah, frostbite. Oh, fuck. He fell into the device. Maybe my ice is bad.
And by the time we pulled him out, he was frozen solid.
Financially ruined and disheartened by criticism, Gorey died in 1855 without seeing the full impact of his invention. His pioneering work laid the foundation for modern refrigeration and air conditioning, and he is now honored with a statue in the U.S. Capitol.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how fucking important this shit is. Wasn't some bullshit topic. I knew what I was doing. Changed the world. A model of his machine is also displayed at the Smithsonian National Museum of American History.
Nice.
By the late 19th century, advancements made by engineers like Carl von Linde and Ferdinand Carré allowed for large-scale artificial ice production, gradually replacing the natural ice trade. Carl von Linde was a German scientist, engineer, and businessman who revolutionized both refrigeration and industrial gas production. His innovations led to the first reliable mechanical refrigeration systems and the mass production of liquid air, oxygen, and nitrogen. His work laid the foundation for modern cryogenics and established the global industrial gas industry, which is not great, but at the same time, very useful. Building on the work of others, Linde developed and patented highly efficient refrigeration machines. In the early 1870s, he experimented with different refrigerants, initially using dimethyl ether, which bizarre fucking gonzo journalists would steal from his devices and then huff
Get
out of
real fucked up
huff out of their underpants. In 1876,
or whoever's.
or yeah, theirs,
Whoever's.
yours,
Mine.
whoever, getting incredible kicks from things we'll never know. That was making Hunter Thompson references. I don't know if anyone got that.
Nice.
In 1876, he patented a more reliable and powerful refrigeration compressor that used ammonia as a refrigerant. This is the one that we still use.
Really?
We may use different compounds depending on the brand of refrigerator you use, but the ammonia compression and evaporation technique used in modern refrigeration is what we do across the board.
Okay.
Yeah. Because ammonia doesn't freeze and it will continuously cool.
Okay.
Right?
And it's not volatile.
It's not volatile. It's mostly stable, and it takes very little to get it to evaporate. It pretty much just like you blow a little bit of air across it. That's how like an air compressor will, fucking just throw a little bit of air over the surface of a pool of ammonia, and that will evaporate quickly and carry cooled air into copper pipes, which will then cool and then cool down the rest of your shit. Linde's ammonia refrigerators were initially used by breweries, another way that alcohol has fueled everything, which we will see in our History of Alcohol episode, which is coming up when?
That's not up there.
That's not up there. Maybe next year. They were initially used by breweries, including the Spaten Brewery in Munich.
Spotting.
Spaten?
Spotting.
What are you spotting?
Optimal.
Spotting you saying the name of the brewery wrong.
Spotting a fucking nitpicky assholes, what I'm spotting right here. Spotting, spating, spitting, boggin, boogin. Lorbin, gloobin. Oh, sorry, the
You've never had
Spaten,
Spotten's beer before?
the Spaten Brewery in München.
You don't like the Spaten Optimator?
Tastes like dog food.
No, it's only one of like, what, 4 German beers worth a damn, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, what are those? So you got Spaten, Rolling Rock, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
From the rivers of the Latrobe.
Yeah, GW Pabst Blue Ribbon. And
Grolsch.
Und Becks.
Und Becks. So this brewery, Spaten Brewery, used the ammonia evaporation method to allow for year-round brewing. The technology quickly spread to slaughterhouses and cold storage facilities, effectively displacing the natural ice trade. Once they realized, oh, you mean we can just have a cold room?
Yeah, for
Then-
meat.
Oh, so now we don't have to order this asshole's fucking lake ice from, Wisconsin or whatever. Like, they're like, okay, we'll do that. That seems
I
better.
hope this story ends with Tudor dying penniless.
No, he died a multimillionaire. We already talked about
Oh
him
yeah,
being
that's
dead.
right. He did.
Yeah, but his last words were, "Egads, the ice," and then he died. And then when he died, he melted into a pool of goop.
Artificial ice? What?
Got too warm, and he just blew.
Is it hot in here? Is it hot in here?
Is it hot in here? Is it just me? The fuck was that?
The lobster.
God
the blue
damn
lobster's
it.
gone.
No! Dude, I had a lobster roll in Maine. Buttery. In
Way to be
1895.
that guy. Way to be that guy.
In 1895, Lind developed a Okay, so I went out for lunch with my sister and my brother-in-law and my niece. I was like, hey, I'll take you guys out to food. And they're like, nah, we'll pay for it. And I was like, come on, let me pay. And they're like, no, we'll pay for it. You're visiting us. I was like, okay. And then they took me to a place that was specifically lobster rolls, and I ordered a $56 lobster roll.
God
Oh,
damn.
And I was like, listen, I tried, okay? I'd have paid.
$56 lobster roll.
It was the mega jumbo. And then, man, let me tell you,
buttery.
boy, just butter and ocean roach just fucking running through you. The whole state of Maine is just pooping.
Yeah.
Hoo boy. And it is not kind.
I don't know if I'm just that guy, but like lobster, like, okay. Meh.
That is what you would call a lukewarm bullshit take. You just said, I don't know if I'm that guy, but lobster,
I said I don't know if I'm just being that guy, but
Are you that guy? Do you like lobster?
I don't dislike lobster. I don't see the hullabaloo. Like people who are like, oh yeah, we're gonna get lobster.
I'm not enthusiastic about like the love of a child for their parents or something. Like I don't fucking care about stuff either. But you can't just be like, I don't know if I like lobster or not.
I didn't say I don't know. I said I don't dislike lobster. I just.
What is this? What are you stepping around? Was this military double talk? Was this fake news? What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
You're just like,
I feel
"Oh."
like I'm being very concise in my explanation.
You're not. You have not
I
said a
don't
thing.
see this like craze around eating lobster that
Okay.
some people have.
Okay. You didn't talk about a lobster there. You talked about a sensation surrounding lobster. I asked, do you like lobster?
What the fuck is this
okay.
phenomenological argument that you're trying
okay.
to fucking
It's okay.
press
All right, cool.
Patrick with?
Fine.
You're right.
It's not the lobster, it's the things around lobster. They aren't quite lobster, but
Fucking-
make up what lobster is. But when you look
Yeah.
at lobster, there's nothing there.
I wasn't being philosophical about it. I was just saying, like, there are some people who go fucking bananas over eating lobster and turn it into this big whole fucking thing. And, like, I've never gone out of my way to be like, oh, yeah, lobster. Like, it's okay.
You know what? I agree.
Crabs are better.
I also don't actually disagree. I prefer lobster, but I also don't understand why people give a fuck about lobster so much and why it's like a whole big thing.
Yeah.
I do understand like when you're first settling Maine and it's like the rocky coast and you fucking
Sure,
you could
that's-
put out a bucket and 100 lobsters would fucking climb into it. Then okay, I get that.
That's survival at that point. that's eating what we can find.
Yeah, it's like I found a dead rodent and I put it in a bucket and I put it by the seaside and now there's a
I found a
fuckload of
sea
fucking-
bug that tastes okay when we cook it up.
Yeah, and it screams when you boil it.
Yeah,
That's fun.
It turns out they can feel feelings. By the way,
Thank God.
Yeah.
Because I actually, Brian and I have talked about this many
as
times.
can fish in general, which is a thing that we've all been lied to forever.
Well,
Fish don't have feelings.
Brian and I
They
have
don't-
talked about this many times. I prefer to eat animals that have emotional intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to know. Just like I would. Welcome to the hoarders, bud. Yeah. Thought you were just living, huh? No.
There's some
Afraid
horrors
not.
in this house.
There's some horrors in this house. There's some horrors in this house.
Jesus Christ.
So in 1895, Lynn developed a continuous... What the fuck am I even still doing?
No, keep going.
You're
Keep going.
finishing the episode.
No,
this
keep
is
going,
this
keep
is
going.
kind of
This
what
is
we
great.
do. This is what we do.
It's been a long year, guys, okay? We put a lot of episodes. We haven't seen Brian in a while, so just chill out.
This might be a little bit more Patreon-esque than our normal episode.
Just a little taste.
a little, not that much.
Just
though.
a little taste of what you have on offer on our Patreon. Only $8 a month.
I think I think
It's a
it's
bargain.
It's a steal. It's a deal.
I think this is tracks pretty well with just our normal episodes. It's like information, and then we break off into some dumb shit, and then
Yeah,
we
I
get
bet
back to information.
but
It's fine.
You guys fucking know a shitload more about refrigeration than you did, huh?
my hope is that they know a shitload more about a whole slew of topics.
Yeah.
Specifically like 63 or so of them.
So in 1895, Lind developed a continuous process for the
I just hope you're more interesting at parties.
Me? I don't go to parties.
No, just the people listening.
Oh, I was interesting at parties once. I was the king of parties.
He broke the ice.
Dude, there is a strange...
He broke the ice.
Hi-yo.
Stupid.
Fucking just attack of opportunity on that one. It was good. There is a strange sensation or phenomenon going around St. Augustine right now where I'm, for some reason, way more popular than I have any reason to be because I don't go out.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
And my wife talks about me, and people will occasionally come to my house and meet me and be like, that guy's fucking rad.
Yeah.
And then they'll talk about me at bars and shit. So, like, I've gotten calls and texts from people a lot in the past couple of months that are like, hey, we were just talking about you at the bar. Like,
that's just the nature of shit. When you're out all the time, nobody gives a shit.
Leave me alone.
You don't know what you got till it's gone.
Listen, I'm just...
What?
It's Counting Crow's song.
Don't know what you got till it's gone?
Paradise. A cheeseburger in Paradise.
Well, first of all, that was a Joni Mitchell song.
Yeah.
Secondly,
Covered by Counting Crows.
that was some 80s hair metal band song.
What? Cheeseburger in Paradise?
Don't know what you got till it's gone. Who was that?
Paradise for Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Big Yellow Taxi.
Yes, I know Big Yellow Taxi by Joni Mitchell. There was an
Gunpowder.
80s...
Yeah, Joni Mitchell's...
There was an 80s hair metal band that
Joni
sang
Mitchell,
a song.
Court and Spark, Free Man in Paris, Blue, California. California. California.
California way. Ain't got no eyes down the California way.
Cinderella, 1988. Don't know what you got till it's gone.
Pay Paradise to put up a parking lot.
In the fucking rilla.
Oh, no. Adam Duritz, yeah. So, in 1895, Lind developed a continuous process.
Why would you leave Michelle Branch out of that? It was a duet.
I do like Michelle Branch.
Well, doesn't seem like it.
In 1895, Lind developed a continuous process for the liquefaction of air. This process, which relies on the cooling effect of expanding compressed air, which is the Joule-Thomson effect. You remember the Joule-Thomson effect?
I remember Jewel
As a progressive
and the Thompson
rock
Twins.
band from the 1980s.
Julie the Thompson Twins effect.
I remember Jewel and I remember the Thompson Twins.
And a countercurrent heat exchange allowed for the production of liquid air on a large scale. Following this, Lind developed methods to separate the constituent parts of liquid air through fractional distillation. This made it possible to produce pure liquid oxygen, nitrogen, and other noble gases.
Pure liquid oxygen.
Yeah, you ever see The Abyss?
I stare into it regularly, yes.
Le Pelle du Vide.
Yeah. Every morning when I open my eyes.
Before Lind, oxygen was a laboratory curiosity, just having liquid oxygen available. Obviously, liquid oxygen, if anyone's not getting that, is what you would keep in the tank, but if you open the fucking tank, just oxygen, the gas will come out.
Yes.
You know, it's not like the movie The Abyss, which I just alluded to, where they take a mouse or rat and put it into liquid oxygen, and then it breathes the liquid. Then at the end of the movie, that's also what Ed Harris does.
Yeah, they should have really fact-checked that.
Yeah, no, oxygen.
Continuity issues.
They also reference that in the movie Mission to Mars with Gary Sinise. Anyhow, for Lind, oxygen was a laboratory curiosity. By commercializing the process of extracting oxygen from the air, Lind made it an affordable industrial commodity. This led to widespread use in applications like acetylene torches for metal cutting and welding. Right, so the processes of refrigeration lead directly into the compressed gas phenomenon that Brian has already referenced in this episode, and the ability to use it in a liquid form.
Sure.
Oxyacetylene.
Nahasapima pedalon.
Mahasabia Shafalaka Botnagar. You guys don't know this, but there's a local right-wing radio station, and one of the news
Correspondence.
is, and I'm Shafalaka Botnagar, and I don't believe that's a real name.
Shaphonica.
I'm Shafalaka Botnagar.
Shafalika?
Shafalaka Botnagar, and I'm Shafalaka Botnagar.
Shafalika Botnagar.
She says it like she's Lakshmi Singh.
And I'm Shafalaka Botnagar. It just stuck in my head rent free.
She says it like she's fucking Terry Gross. I'm Terry Gross.
Yeah.
I'm Shafalaka Botnagar.
And I'm Shafalaka Botnagar. So you got to check it out on 104.5 Northeast Florida.
Best of luck
look it
spelling that out in your Google browser.
I tried. It was not the way I thought it was spelled by any fucking stretch of the imagination.
Riley's Googling it right
I
now.
really tried to find.
It's SHEIFALIKABHATNAGAR.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, yep.
Is that like what's the sentence that has every letter in the alphabet? The small brown fox.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
They literally just threw a bunch of consonants into a bag and they're like, here's your name.
Yeah. Fucking
Say it weird.
bad Scrabble hand ass name. Shafalika Botnagar.
I mean, that's 20 points right there.
Yeah. If you don't hit double or triple. You get yourself a triple word score in there, you're fucking winning the game in one shot.
It's not a name. It's a you've never been botnoggered.
So in 1879,
No, would have been Shafalika.
1879, now post Civil War,
Is that a bad case?
It is post Civil War. You're right.
right? Pre-Revolutionary War. In 1879, Lind founded the. Let me see if I can pronounce this
Depends on what
correctly.
revolution you're talking
The
about.
Gesellschaft für Lindes Eismaschinen Aktiengesellschaft, which means Lind's Ice Machine Company.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Germans, they were onto something.
Which later became the multinational company Lind PLC. He established licensing agreements and partnerships that spread his technology and helped create a global supply chain for industrial gases. The company Lind PLC continues his legacy today, driving advancements in industrial gas technology and air separation.
Lind's still around, huh? I mean, he's not around, but
Well, yeah, no,
Company's
his
still
name is still kicking.
yeah,
But not so much as a refrigerant company as it is just compressed gas.
compressed gas. Yeah.
I'm sure we don't have time here, but there's a whole Lind iceberg.
Oh, you're referring to the Lindenberg.
Lindbergh, baby.
Yeah, that's what. What?
Oh, that's actually. Did we talk about the Lindbergh baby on the COINTEL Pro? We talked about J. Edgar Hoover, right? That was like one of his first
I
big
think,
cases.
Yeah, I think that came up very briefly.
Yeah, that's a rough case.
Yeah, same thing in the movie Annie. Wait, no, Clue.
Clue?
J. Edgar Hoover.
What?
I work for J. Edgar Hoover.
There you go.
Yeah.
In the study
I'm
with
going
the
to go
candlestick.
home and have sex with my wife. Yeah. An ammonia compressor works as the heart of a vapor compressing refrigerator system. Continuously moving and pressurizing the ammonia refrigerant through a closed loop. It's one of the four main components, along with the condenser, the expansion valve, and the evaporator, that work together to absorb heat from one area and release it into another. We have a step-by-step breakdown of how the compressor and the overall system function.
You want to know what's funny?
Hold on a second. Poodle in a top hat.
Somebody's going to be listening to this the day that their refrigerator breaks.
Oh, well, then
You're
I
like,
guess I
God
should.
damn it.
It's a pretty involved breakdown. I don't really want to do that.
You're going to break down the way the compression of coolant.
Yeah, I
that
could. I
runs
could do a. Where are we on time?
We've got it, but I mean,
No, where are we on time right now?
About an hour and a half.
An hour and a half? All right, here we go. You guys ready? Don't interrupt me.
You want to know before you get into it. You want to know one of the dumbest, maybe not dumbest, maybe intentional from an engineering standpoint, things that they ever did with the refrigerator is that the
I know this one. In the movie Breaking Away, they swimming in a quarry and there's a refrigerator at the bottom of it, and the kids like to go down and like hide in it for a second. It's like a challenge.
Yeah.
Right? And then Dennis Quaid goes down and he manages to slip away before anyone notices, but they think that he's like stuck in there, and they watch for like way too long a moment. It's a really intense part of the movie, and then they jump in to save him, and he goes, you guys are idiots. That was dumb.
Well, how does that have anything to do with engineering?
The dumbest thing that anyone's done with a
I
refrigerator.
said engineering wise.
Oh.
Yeah.
They were
I
engineers.
put that qualifier in. So back in the day, the motor that ran the compressor and everything for the refrigerators were at the top of the refrigerator because they put off heat. At some point in the last 30 or so years, they decided to move it to the bottom. So all the heat comes up through, not into the box, but I mean it heats the whole box. On the way up.
I can feel like the separations in my fridge hot as fuck.
Yeah. So it was really dumb engineering wise. Like I said, possibly deliberate just to make your fridge crap out sooner so that you could just buy another fridge from them.
Yeah, I mean, that's how everything is. The right to repair has been revoked, essentially, so you just kind of fucking have to buy a new fridge every few years.
Throwaway culture, man.
As far as motors are concerned, Satan is my motor. It's a song by Cake.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one. It's got a cool riff to it. You know that one? It's like fucking
Cake fucking rules.
Cake fucking rules. That album too. What's that first Cake album called? Remember that one? Yeah, like every song on it is a fucking
got a
banger.
yellow cover with a crown on it.
It looks like butter or something.
Yeah,
like
I don't know what the name
hell.
of it
It's on my Spotify. I don't use Spotify. Fuck Spotify. Fuck Ice. Fuck Spotify.
is. Okay. So
Think for yourself, sheep. So anyway, we're gonna break it down. The cycle begins as the compressor draws in low pressure, low temperature ammonia vapor from the evaporator. The compressor then increases the pressure of this vapor, which according to the gas laws also causes temperature to rise significantly. The hot, high pressure ammonia gas is sent to a condenser. Here, heat is transferred out of the ammonia and into the surrounding environment, often air or water. As the ammonia cools, it changes from a gas back into a high pressure liquid. The high-pressure liquid ammonia then flows through an expansion valve into a low-pressure area. This sudden drop in pressure causes the liquid to rapidly boil and vaporize, which in turn causes its temperature to drop dramatically. The extreme cold liquid and the vapor mixture enters the evaporator. The evaporator is placed where cooling is needed. As the cold ammonia absorbs heat from the surrounding air or other material, it fully evaporates into a low-pressure gas. The low-pressure ammonia gas is then drawn back into the compressor to start the cycle all over again, continuously absorbing heat and moving it away from the desired cooling areas. Ammonia is a highly efficient refrigerant because it can absorb a large amount of heat when it evaporates.
That sounds like what my therapist told me was my issue with my relationships.
Yeah, you're too gassy. You get too hot too fast, and you get too gassy.
Ammonia, I don't know.
It creates pressure, and it's got to be released. Then you're too cool.
You need an evaporator.
Get too cold. You're cold as ice. Willing to sacrifice your love.
God almighty.
Carl von Linde's key contribution was to develop a reliable and powerful ammonia compressor, making the entire vapor compression system safe and commercially viable for industrial applications like breweries. The introduction of safe and affordable refrigerants like Freon in the 1930s led to a widespread adoption of home refrigeration in the United States and Europe. This marked the end of the large-scale ice trade, as people could now produce their own ice at home.
Yeah, and then in the 40s was when we started getting like ice cream shops.
Yeah, exactly. Because now you can make your own shit.
Yeah.
I noticed actually being in New England recently that fucking cold weather states have so many more ice cream shops than warm weather states.
I've noticed that too, and it's
really,
weird.
really odd. I don't know what the fuck that is, but like there are ice cream shops like all over like Massachusetts.
Yeah.
The fucking state is frozen.
It's a really
half the year.
strange thing that if you go, especially in the Northeast.
Who's making enough money off of ice cream cones? They're all drug fronts, right?
Maybe. You find the cash only one.
You know, I think it was funny.
It's like selling shitty pizza in an Italian neighborhood, you know? Like
I had the music to the like the soda shop level of the Back to the Future Nintendo game stuck in my head as I was growing up. So it's an ice cream shop.
Did it go?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was
tequila.
That's just the game was developed by George Lopez.
Oh, fuck you. That was so good. God damn it. That was funny. I fucking hate that. Anyway, today ice is used in various ways, from commercial and residential ice makers to specialized ice for cocktails and sports. This has been a total drag. Fuck ice. That's all my notes.
Is that it?
That's it. That's it. Where it brings us up to today. That's the history, though. I think it's a fairly fascinating history, personally.
You got a little ice maker in your house.
Yeah, I do. I got a little guy. Yeah, I don't use it much. I don't have to. I have a freezer, too. It's like redundant. It's weird that I have this like ice making technology machine.
Yeah.
And I just don't fucking use it.
I got the little dispenser on the fridge.
I fill it with bleach every like couple of months.
Just put some bleach cubes in your
bleach cubes.
I want to mop the floor, but I want to do it a little bit. So I just put some
just a little cube, just toss it up.
Let it melt.
Yeah, I want to wash the floor, but later. So I just drop a bleach cube down there. And, yeah.
What's are you an ice in your drink guy or no?
Yeah, I do prefer a nice cold beverage.
Yeah,
you know, coffee, milk.
Yeah. You put ice in your milk?
No, gross.
Some people do that.
I want ice in my milk the way I want ice in my community.
I don't know what that is a reference to.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like I like warmer weather. I don't need it to be like snowing and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta shovel the driveway.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. I was born and raised in a frozen climate.
Yeah.
Fucking sick and tired of ice.
I never had to scrape the heat off my windshield.
Yeah, I remember one time ice tried to kill me, actually. I was in my bedroom as a child, and there was apparently a leak in my roof. that we weren't aware of, but the water was being absorbed into the insulation. And I was on a bunk bed, so I was on the second.
And then it froze.
Yeah, in the winter, all that fucking wet insulation froze, and my entire ceiling collapsed on me in the middle of the
I think
night.
you've told this story on the podcast before.
Yeah, probably 2 or 3 times.
Did it land on you?
Yeah, it was a really formative part of my life, waking up and being like, oh, I'm dead.
I'm awake. I'm dead.
It's exactly the way Donnie Darko died.
No, it wasn't.
The ceiling fell on him, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, and there's
I guess
there's a temporal airplane or something
I guess
involved.
the first
but
thing
it's
that hit him was the
essentially
Like a
the same goddamn
entire
thing.
turbine through his house.
Yeah, that's the same deal.
What was that lady's name?
Grandma Death. Everyone dies alone.
Cinderella.
Didn't know what she had till it was gone. Yeah, what was Grandma Death's name
I don't
in
know.
Donnie Darko?
I don't know.
Ethel.
No, she had a name. Yeah, whatever.
No, who gives a fuck?
And her name is Robert.
Is
Robert
No.
Robert Paulson?
Robert Frost.
Her name
Ice
is Robert
Club- Ice
Paulson.
Club.
Her name is Robert Paulson.
Ice Club. You ever see Ice Princess?
Princess.
Michelle Trachtenberg. R.I.P.
Okay, well, if you liked this episode,
What the fuck?
Damn.
It's been a long year, all right? Sometimes we just got to talk
been a
about
long
something
day.
basely informative, something simple that informs the world. Not every episode can we talk about the entire fucking corruption of the British Secret Service.
we've also
You
been
know?
in the studio today for almost 9 hours.
Do we have to do another Patreon episode?
No.
No? Is there anything else we have to record after this?
No. I have to go home.
I wonder if I still have a family. The fuck? We've been here for years.
If you like this episode, the best way you can tell us is get
Almost
on
like
whatever
you were
you're
frozen
listening.
in ice.
Yeah, you know what? Here's one more comment about ice, okay? Ice has its place and its time, okay? But when it's just everywhere, let me tell you something. You ever read Cat's Cradle by Kurt Vonnegut? A little compound on there called Ice 9 that spreads and spreads, puts its sticky little ice fingers in everything around us till eventually the whole world is nothing but ice. And then what do you got? A bunch of dead fucking people
Yeah.
and a bummer-ass ending.
That or that doesn't happen, and then just someone reads the book and starts a terrible band called Ice Nine Kills, and they're terrible.
Which is
and,
also really bad. Ooh, real quick, I want to tell this story about this trashy girl that tried to get my number at a job yesterday. She was kind of hot.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. Sort of gothy, kind of like a type that I would have had when I was younger. You know, gothy, cat's eye glasses. You know, kind of stacked, but also had a couple of young kids. You know, so she was a young girl with a couple of kids. Not really a red flag. I understand that. She probably recently gotten out of a relationship, but she was a horror movie goth, which is the biggest red flag of all red flags. She had like Art the Clown from the Terrifier movies fucking tattooed on her arm. Like, to me, that's like a Rob Zombie tattoo. Like, no. Absolutely. Not just a Rob Zombie tattoo, but like a,
That's almost as bad as
Like a
Rockabilly
fucking-
Goth.
what's that goddamn... No, Rockabilly Goth I can handle. That's more of a lifestyle choice. I understand it, but no thanks. You know what I mean? But like,
mean,
this
I
is...
did, but
But
I
the horror movie, and not even like the classic horror movie, she didn't have like a fucking Michael Myers tattoo or something, or like a basket case tattoo would be kind of cool or something, you know?
yeah, it'd be
I could
great.
get into that kind of thing. You wanted to do like fucking Psycho, have a Psycho, okay, cool. But Art the Clown, no thanks. You're crazy as shit. It's like getting Sherry Moon Zombie from that fucking, what is it, not Three to Eternity or whatever, what the fuck's that terrible movie? You know Rob Zombie, how his movies suck?
Devil's Rejects?
Yeah, Devil's Rejects. You get like a fucking Sherry Moon Zombie? Michael
Dude, Sherry Moon as
Sherry Moon
Zombie from
Zombie's
Beavis Playhouse?
but you
Fucking
get like
horrifying.
Sherry Moon Zombie from fucking Devil's Rejects or whatever.
Sherry Moon Zombies is my next tattoo.
Like a but tattoos like that's like the biggest red flag to me, because one, it says, okay, you're fucking dumb.
So
One,
it says like a high.
but two,
You know there's like 2 people listening to this who understand this reference.
the girl's probably listening. She's probably like, "Ooh, he's got a podcast." She's hot, but also I'm married, lady, and you're probably crazy as fuck. But she invited me to a concert, and the concert was for a metal band called, you might be familiar with this band, maybe not, Kubla Khan, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
This was the biggest red flag of all, because that band is incredibly mid. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in.
If you like this episode, the best way to tell us is to get on whatever you're listening to. Give us 5 stars. Leave us a rating. Leave us a review. Leave us a Spotify comment. If you have any show suggestions, send us a message, deleteeverythingpodcast@gmail.com.
Because we're obviously running out of material.
And we're really not. We have so many things scheduled. This was just one that Riley really wanted to do. And then, come see us on Patreon, man. You'll have a fun time. I promise. Aside from that, bye.
Fuck ice.
Fuck ice. Fuck ice.
I have fermented this mammal milk, and I do not prefer it to be warm. You get this bitch with the ice out of here, fuck her. You get this bitch with the ice out of here, fuck her. You get this bitch with the ice out of here, fuck her. You get this bitch with the ice out of here, fuck her. Nancy Pelosi.